Welcome to Potato Shot Podcast right here on the YouTube. So please, if it's your first time watching us, please click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we would greatly appreciate you. Like and share this video, and do all the hip stuff with the social media on Twitter at Potato Shot PC, on Instagram at Potato Shot Podcast. You can go over to Podbean and you can hear our podcast. That's each week we put up a new one. So please go over there and check us out. And here very, very soon we're going to be on all the major platforms where your podcasts are found. So what I wanted to talk about real quick this morning was I was really happy with tonight's KnuckleMania Bare Knuckle Championship, Fighting Championships pay-per-view. It was $40. The main event, of course, was the debuting Paige Van Zant versus Britain Hart. You had Johnny Bedford taking on Dat Nguyen and Chris Lieben taking on Martin Henry. Them were your three top fights. But I just want to tell you, if you purchase this pay-per-view, you would definitely get to see some terrific matches and fights. They were, bare knuckle fighting is designed to keep the energy up. There was only one fight that really seemed to be a little slow and sluggish, but it ended terrific with a knockout. And I just want to go over a couple matches real quick. And then we'll do more talking about this on the upcoming podcast this week. But I definitely want to talk about the first female fight, which was Starling versus Sagala. And it was a very good fight. Their faces were, they had some nice, the Sagala, she had a nice swollen forehead. It reminded me a lot of the Joanna Champions fight with the champion on in the UFC, and it started to swell up a little bit. Very good fight. If you go through these, you're going to have a good. You will be entertained. But that's the one fight from the undercard that I saw that I really enjoyed. Look, like I said, this was a great pay-per-view. Bare knuckle fighting has done an excellent job. They're continuing to do an excellent job. The announcing, the quality of the show, the pace. I cannot say enough good things about it. So, like I said, let's just go up to these three fights, and then we'll go over the rest of the card on the podcast later this week. But this was Chris Lieben's big retirement match. And you knew he was going to come out and have he's always been known to throw haymakers and to really get in there and, do the rock'em sock'em robots. And I tell you, this gentleman that he got to fight, Martin Henry, was exactly what he wanted to fight. They got in there. They started scrapping. Chris Lieben, he was showing his age. I don't think there was any denying that. But you still saw a glimpse of some of the Chris Lieben that would just get in there and throw the bombs. Well, at one point, Henry, he punches Henry right in the eye. And Henry goes down and he's holding his eye. This was something that I did like. And he's holding his eye and he was saying he got poked in the eye. They actually the doctors get in there. They check him out. The doctors get in there, looking him over. The ref goes over, checks the instant replay, and sees that it was just a knuckle that punched him in the eye. And it was not a finger. And he pretty much said, if you're not able to continue, this is going to be ruled a TKO. And, well, Henry, he was a fighter. He got up. He went running across the ring. And at that point, Chris Lieben did exactly what I was figuring he was going to do. And he knocked him out. Very good fight. They asked Chris Lieben at the end of the fight what his plans were. He said he hopes to be wearing a BKFC shirt, walking around the rings. And you know what? I hope he's able to do that. I hope they can find him a position where he's able to help promote this event and this organization like it needs to be promoted. Because I do feel that you're going to start seeing some more UFC guys, Bellator, once they finish their career there, they'll be jumping over, especially like an individual like Chris Lieben. Now, you had the Johnny Bedford versus Dat Nguyen for the 135 championship. Johnny Bedford was the champion. Very good fight. I'd have to rewatch it, but I kind of leaned towards Johnny Bedford pulling it out. It was a split decision, and I can't really say that it was a bad decision, but I almost felt that Johnny Bedford did a little bit more. Sometimes it seemed like he would punch him, and it seemed like it sometimes would stiffen him up a little bit. But overall, terrific fight. Now let's get on to the main event. You had Paige Van Zandt coming in to take on Britton Hart. Britton Hart, which I didn't find out until yesterday, is from down the street from us here in Roanoke, Virginia. She's in Bedford, Virginia. And the way that the road to BKFC's Van Zandt versus Hart that was on Fight TV, which is very good, they made it out as Paige Van Zandt was the rich model coming from the UFC, which was all true. But she was well off, living the good life. But then you had Britton Hart, who was in Bedford, having to work a job as a waitress or something at a restaurant. She's a single mother of two, having to go into this boxing gym down there to learn how to fight. So it was very much like the Clubber Lane or Apollo Creed when he was brought Rocky over in part 3 of the Rocky saga. And that's how they were making it seem like. Overall, it was a good fight. Paige looked okay. The problem in the road to BKFC, KnuckleMania, she was talking about, I don't know if I'm going, I'm going to want a knee or I'm going to want to throw a kick when I'm in the clinch or blah, 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 blah. When she would clinch with Britton Hart, that's exactly what she would do. Britton would be punching her and working the body, throwing blows. Paige Van Zandt was holding the back of the head, and she wasn't throwing any types of punches. That was one of her, the only thing that I really saw where I went, wow, she's making the mistake. And I think in her head, because it felt like she wanted to throw a knee or to set some type of kick up or just something. I did think in her head. So I think her next fight, she's going to be very good. I think because Paige even though she's a very attractive lady, she does a terrific job. She has a granite chin. And she's a warrior. Not a lot of people are, but Britton Hart pulls it out and wins the fight. And it was very good. There was some lady jumped in the ring. I wish I knew these folks because there was 2 incidences happened when Nguyen won the championship. A man jumped in the ring. He said, "You don't get to call yourself champion until you beat me." And then you had a lady come into the ring and throw a water bottle on the Hart at the end after she beat Paige Van Zandt. I wish I knew these characters or individuals, so that way it might have been more exciting, but it just seemed like random people coming in. But that really pretty much, it was a 3-hour event. And let's see, it started at 4. Yeah, so it was about 3 hours, maybe a little and some change. Overall, terrific event. I would highly suggest anyone wanting to watch it get the replay. I mean, I think you'll still have a good time with KnuckleMania. And I would highly support this organization again because they do an excellent job, like I said, with production, the quality of the matches, and it's just really going in a nice direction. And I want to see more opportunities for UFC, Bellator, PFL fighters, so they don't get stuck into one organization, that when their time comes they can go somewhere else, or maybe they're just not fit for UFC or that's mixed martial arts and they would be better over in the boxing world, but they don't want to box. So yes, once again, highly recommend KnuckleMania. Bare Knuckles Fighting Championship is a terrific organization. I highly recommend checking them out. Follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, do all that good stuff. Buy this replay. I think you would definitely enjoy it. So once again, that's about it. Please follow us on our social media. At Twitter, we're at Potato Shot PC. At Instagram, we're Potato Shot Podcast. Like and subscribe this video right now, and to this channel, so whenever we have something new come up, you'll be able to see it. And that's about it. Hey, follow us. Make sure you listen to our weekly podcast. Help us out. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, my friends, I'm Brian for Potato Shot Podcast, and I will see you later.